And struggling sugar miller Sony Sugar is fighting for survival amid dwindled production, piling debts and two levels of government fighting for its control. The farm's management told the Senate Agriculture Committee that it needs a bailout of 238 million shillings to stand on its own. But as Victor Kiprop reports, the bailout is unlikely as the farm is already on the government's privatization radar.
The sugar sector continues to be a factory of mills failing to grinding cane, but instead to a halt. Sony Sugar Company is biting the bitter end of the cane, alongside other state-owned mills namely Nzoia, Miwani, Muhoroni and Chemelil, all living on the verge of collapse. Sony Sugar is in a 4.3 billion shillings debt, operating at half its milling capacity, and with 6,853 breach of contract cases filed against it, 4,090 of them still pending. Whether Sony Sugar Company will be privatized as recommended by the Sugar Task Force is a question for another day. But for the moment, the company says it urgently needs over 200 million shillings to rehabilitate its plant before the company grinds to a halt.
We have actually written to the ministry for a long time. And all we need for us to move forward is the money. Now we have even reduced our requirement from the 400 million to 238 million, which to me is not a big amount of money.
Sony says it needs the money to rehabilitate the factory, whose machines have not been serviced in 5 years.
I am sure it is government's intention, if privatization is what we are proceeding on, to privatize a going concern. And in order to privatize a going concern, there are certain interventions that are of immediate urgency. One of them is to rehabilitate the factory, because without a running factory, there is no going concern.
The Kenyan government is looking to privatize publicly owned sugar factories so as to improve efficiency and increase production. One of the aims is to reduce imports, which have nearly tripled in the first 4 months of this year. Victor Kiprop, NTV Business.